Good morning, students. In this series of Java programming lecture, we are going to talk about a very commonly asked program in your examination, that is generating a Fibonacci series using recursive approach through Java programming. This was a question asked in your PCA examination in 2016 question paper of Lucknow University as shared by me through your WhatsApp group. And it's a very important question. You all have done it using recursion Fibonacci series generation in C programming. So we'll just see how to interpret the same program using Java. So just quickly have a look at the program. Now in this, what I have taken is class name is Fibonacci. Okay. Since Java is a object-oriented programming, true object-oriented programming language, you cannot have a program in Java without class. Okay, in C programming, the difference was that we just wrote a function Fibonacci and we just called it in main. There was no need of writing a class in C programming. But here we essentially need to declare a class for it. So I've named it as Fibonacci. Hence, the program name of mine would be Fibonacci.java. Inside the class, I have declared three variables. Okay, these are the instance variables of a class Fibonacci, N1, N2, and N3. We know that Fibonacci series is what? Sum of the last two elements is the third element. So Fibonacci series starts with 0, then 1, and then you have 0 plus 1, 1 as the third element, then 1 plus 1, 2 as the next element, then 2 plus 1, 3 as the next element, then 3 plus 2, 5 as the next element, and so on. So जो next element of the series आएगा वो preceded two elements का sum होगा. So suppose I say the first two elements are n1 and n2. So if n1 and n2, these are the first two elements. So they are assigned 0 and 1, right? n3 की value क्या होगी? The sum of n1 and n2, right? Now coming on to the next part of it. After that, I have declared one function printfib. Printfib is again an instance method to which I have passed the parameter int count. This count is going to decide how many elements in my Fibonacci series are going to be printed. Okay, I can print first 5 elements, I can print first 10 elements, I can print first 50 elements, okay, of the Fibonacci series. Now inside the function I've said, if count is greater than 0, right? Suppose मैंने count पे value दी 10, right? तो means मुझे 10 elements print करने हैं, तो ये negative loop चलेगा. If condition negatively count करेगा, तो 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, like this. Okay, so this is a counter which is going to count how many times I have printed my elements, right? N3 is equals to, as I said, N1 plus N2, और उसके बाद swapping हो जाएगी N1 और N2 की. जो पहले N1 था अब वो N2 हो जाएगा और जो N2 था वो N3 हो जाएगा, kind of. तो N2, N1 में N2 की वैल्यू आ जाएगी और N2 में N3 की वैल्यू आ जाएगी, so that की my loop keeps on moving. And I'll print the value of N3, the newly generated value. And important thing over here is this function. This is a recursive call to a function. मैंने इसी function को इसी function के अंदर से दोबारा call. When a function is being called by itself, that is known as recursion. And how many times this is going to call? This if condition is going to decide. So ये क्या होगी? Recursion में base condition. Okay, so this is my base condition. जब तक ये condition false रहेगी तब तक हमारा loop चलता रहेगा. जैसे ही condition true हो जाएगी, we'll come out of the like this program, right? तो ये हमारा if के हम बाहर नहीं जाएगी. Now in main, what I have done, because my program execution starts from main method, तो main में मैंने पहले अपने class का object बनाया. ठीक, fib equals to new Fibonacci, initialize करा object को. एक int ctr जिसकी हम बात कर रहे थे, counter. ये ctr will be passed as a parameter to the function call over here. I've called printfib. But before that, you can see I've written SOP over here 0 1. This is printing 0 and 1. That is first two elements आपको ऐसे ही print करने होंगे, वो generate नहीं होंगे. आपका Fibonacci series का generation starts from third element. Okay, तो first two elements क्या print हो गए. अब अगर हमने CTR की value 10 चाहते हैं, I want to print 10 elements, तो मैंने यहाँ पे pass किया 8. You can see here 10 minus 2. क्यों? क्योंकि first two elements 0 and 1 are already printed. तो अगर आप यहाँ पे पूरा 10 pass करोगे तो total in all you'll find that you'll be printing 12 elements. So I don't want that. I want only first 10 elements of the Fibonacci series to be printed. So hence I have passed CTR minus 2 over here. Okay. So just have a look at the execution. You can see here, we'll compile a program by Java C. We get a command prompt. That means there is no error, and we'll execute. So see, we have got the first 10 elements. 0, 1, 1, 2. The first, second, third, fourth, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10 elements. Right? See the change. अगर मैं ये CTR minus 2 यहाँ ना pass करूँ, right? 10 की 10 ही pass करूँ, you will find that we will be ending up generating 12 elements. See. So अगर अब आप काउंट करेंगे तो टोटल 12 एलिमेंट्स आर बीइंग प्रिंटेड. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 and 12. So this is wrong according to the given question. So that's why we have to pass over here instead of CTR minus 2. So you have to have a correct output of the program. So I hope this program is clear to all of you. That's all for this video lecture. Thank you.